Bop
What's
it.
up? This boy said
Twist it.
bop it. Whoa, pause, bro.
Uh.
Pause.
What? How'd that pause?
You said bop it and then twist it. Calm down,
Bop it
sir.
and twist it.
Calm
You
down,
don't
sir.
remember the game from back in the day?
Yeah, I remember that game.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you acting like
Pull
a
it,
kid right
bop
now?
it, twist it. What was
Sit,
the other one?
spin
Speak
it.
it,
What
speak
was it?
it,
Spin. Oh yeah, speak it.
speak it, twist it. I think we already said twist it. I
Bop
forget.
it. Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
see.
You
That's
just
what I'm
saying the
saying. You
randomest things.
Yeah, y'all had your childhood, bro. Get your childhood together. You feel me?
Yeah, whatever. Well, welcome
Yeah.
back, everybody, to the Goodfellas podcast. I am here with my boy Tweez, as always. I am Will, your other host of the pod. And we appreciate y'all for
Did you just
tuning
say
in.
your name was Williard?
Will, your host for the other pod. Your audio is not
Oh,
working
okay,
very
got
well.
you.
That's why you can't hear me.
Nah. I can hear you. You said the way you you slurred it together. So I was just making sure that
My name's Will, if you
that you got
haven't.
that right. Yeah,
If
for
this is
sure,
your
for
first
sure.
episode you're tuning into, my name is Will. Okay, if not, you know who I am. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
It should be
anyways,
at the bottom of the screen too, by the way.
yeah, you're gonna have to put that in because I don't know if they can see when it says that I'm talking because that's my name when I'm talking.
Nah, I will. And
Okay.
when you upload it, it will, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you guys like and subscribe if you are on YouTube. Hit the notification bell for every time we upload a new video. You guys can get that right away. If you are on Spotify or Apple Music, make sure you leave a 5-star review on that thing and put some comments in these videos. You know, we want to talk to you guys. We had a good hot take session. I think it was a couple episodes ago. But yeah, we here. This is episode 15. I believe it's 15. Yeah, it's 15. Dang, we got 15 episodes already. Episode 15, we here to talk about the NFL, and we just ended the regular season, so we got a lot to talk about. As you see, Tweez in his
Yep.
background has the playoff table, whatever you
Yes,
call it,
sir. In effect, you know what I'm
which
saying?
we got a lot to talk
Yeah.
about. I don't know why he wearing that hat because they didn't make
Yeah.
the playoffs. But yeah,
Yeah.
and then
I
you
just
see
had to
me in the
represent.
background.
Wait,
You see my background.
time out.
What?
Nah, time out. Yeah, respect to him, the one that's the background for
Yeah.
sure. Don't disrespect the Raiders like that, okay? I put them on respect on my boys. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make the playoffs, but you know what I'm saying? I felt like wearing it because it was right. I need a Baltimore
Oh, is that
Ravens
what it
hat.
is?
But you know what's so funny though?
What?
Where we come from, wearing like football hats are really not a thing. Like I was just thinking about this the other day, right? Like in the Bay Area, or matter of fact, just in culture in general, in our culture, we don't really rock NFL hats. We rock baseball hats.
Yeah, it's a lot of baseball
Whether
hats.
it's a lot of baseball hats, you know what I'm saying? Because like NFL hats are low key trash. If I'm
I
being
feel like it's
completely honest.
because baseball they just have like the city. They don't have like their logo. It's like mainly the
Yeah, they
city.
only had a logo. So like, but the thing is with baseball, usually their logos are like relatively to the city, right? So like San
Yeah,
Francisco is usually
just
SF. If it's
SF.
the Oakland, the A's.
Yeah.
If it's LA, it's just an LA hat. If it's the Dodgers. So like
Well,
there's a lot
Anaheim
of
has an A. Yeah.
right. But low key, like baseball hats just look better with outfits compared to a NFL hat for whatever reason. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I feel like it's just the logo. Like it just I don't know. I mean, I've seen like a lot of football hats now that are being like customized on the side that you can buy, and they look really nice where you can get like complete different colors, which is basically what the baseball teams do. Is you can just buy everything in different colors, even if it's another
Yeah.
team's color. But now they're starting to do that with football hats. That's what I noticed. So
Now they've been doing
yeah,
that, but they know they've been doing that forever.
really.
That's always been a thing. If
Maybe
you go
just
to
people
lids
don't
or
buy
you
them because I've never seen it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you go to lids or anywhere, different team color hats for no matter what sport has always been a thing. The
Hmm.
problem is that the logos for NFL hats, even NBA hats, a lot of people don't wear. You will probably find somebody wearing a basketball hat before a football hat, just because football logos are low key trash to go with an outfit.
Yeah,
It's
it
like it go
is.
baseball, basketball, then football as far as like your hat selection. If you look around and you ask a lot of people like what type of hats they got, they probably got some baseball hats because those are the easiest to identify. They usually got
Yeah,
like something like a city abbreviation, something. And even if they do got a logo, they're not. They usually got something that is like from their state, right?
yeah.
Whereas NBA is more or less the same. Not really the same, but it's I don't know. It's interesting because I've
It's a
seen
lot of
people where
baseball. All I see is baseball.
it's just it's gonna be mostly baseball though, for sure. It's
Yeah.
gonna be mostly baseball. Like I'm looking at all my hats right now. I think about a good I got like about a good 15, 20 hats, right?
Uh-huh.
Probably even I'll say 15 to be honest. 10 to 15. 12 of those are baseball hats. I think I got I think I got two or three hats that's basketball and football all together.
Dang.
I literally
Yeah,
got the
it's all
rest of them is baseball
baseball.
hats. It's
Yeah,
all
it's just
baseball.
baseball.
I don't even watch baseball, but the hats look better.
Yeah, they
So
do.
yeah.
Well, anyways, on being disrespectful to your team over there. You wanna know how disrespectful I'm gonna be today?
How?
You wanna know how
Bro,
disrespectful I'm gonna be
if
today?
it's anything, we not really
Hold
gonna talk
on,
about
bro.
that game.
Hold on, bro.
Uh,
Hold on, bro.
are you talking about the, ew,
He's
ew,
it. He's it. Hold on. There it is.
ew.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on,
Uh,
bro. Hold on, bro. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you right now. I can't hear you. Hold on. I can't hear you. Let me see. Oh, oh, oh. We got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. That's a lot better. Hold on. Hold on. I can't hear you right now. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. What would you say? What were you saying?
I'm doing two things at once. I'm watching you put on that jersey, and I'm watching the Warriors almost pretty much come back. It's a 6 point game right now. Um, that's a fire jersey though. I ain't gonna lie, the jersey
Right,
fire.
bro?
You feel me? So you
Oh,
know.
man. I haven't had a
Oh,
football jersey since Alex Smith, bro. That's like...
ooh,
No,
yeah,
actually, I had a
that's
Frank Gore jersey.
crazy.
I had a Frank Gore jersey. I'm not gonna lie. I had a Frank Gore.
That's
But
what's up
yeah,
though.
I
Mom's
finally.
got that for you or no?
Now you want to be disrespectful?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was gonna say, Mom's got that for you or
Heck
no?
no, I bought this myself. I'm a big
Hey
boy now. I
man,
buy my own
salute.
stuff. The
Well, not even that, because
heck?
remember you told me you was like, Mom was supposed to get you the Kittle jersey and she didn't. I thought that's
Yeah.
what happened.
No, no, no. She didn't get it for me.
Oh, okay.
I had ordered it
Got you.
myself, and I was like,
Got you. Got
all
you.
right,
Got
if
you.
nobody gonna
Got you.
buy it for me, I'm gonna buy it myself. Then how about that?
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Well,
So
hey man, that's what's up, man.
85.
Look, man. Hey man, look, man. I'm gonna be in attendance for the playoff game this week.
Yes,
So
you are.
yeah. You know what I'm
If you want to
saying?
borrow a
I'm
jersey, just
gonna
let me know.
Nah, it's good. I got 90 gear for the day.
Ah.
I'm good. I don't need that jersey, bro. I got 90 gear for the day. I'll be okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
But yeah, man. But yeah, it should be a good one, man. Shout out to that Kittle jersey. Kittle jersey. But like this, personally, for me, the white. I've never seen nobody with like the white one. I think nobody really gets the white
I
Niner
almost
jerseys.
bought
It's
the white
always the
one.
red. The
I
white ones is
almost.
fire. I don't know why
I've.
nobody gets those.
I feel like because when you buy your first Niner jersey, you gotta buy the red one because it's like it stands
Do
out that it's a
you?
Niner jersey. I feel like the white one could be like any team, but if you got the red one, you know that's a Niner jersey.
Uh,
Because white, like
well,
every team has a white
I'm not
jersey,
really
and white and red is
I'm not
very
really
common, as
part
you
of
can see in
that.
your background.
The only Niner jersey I've ever had was Jerry Rice. That's the only one I ever had, and I was a kid.
Ooh, goaded.
I had a Jerry Rice jersey. Shout out to Jerry
Okay,
Rice, man.
okay. Well,
Well,
anyways, before he started interrupting me, I got love for number 3 in my background. Because I ain't
yeah.
selfish over here putting
What
up
you
the
mean?
playoff tree in my background. I want to show some love to DeMar.
But we
He's doing
already
good
did
now.
all that.
He's doing good now. Prayers have been answered. God has heard us, and DeMar is doing good,
He's
and he
still in the
got released
hospital
back
too, by the
home.
way.
No, he got released.
No, he's still in the hospital. He said this text this morning. He's
Oh,
still in the
really? I thought
hospital.
last night they said
Still
he got
doing tests.
released. Released and got home.
Nah. He's still in the hospital, but he's
Okay,
good.
well,
He's
he's
still doing
doing
tests and
good.
stuff like that. So God
Hey,
willing, he'll be back in. You know what I'm
yup,
saying? But shout out to
God is
Demar,
good.
man.
He be helping. There he is.
You
But
know
anyways, yeah, love to
he's
number
in
3.
from at least that's what he said. I think that his agent had told CNN or something like that that Well, he tweeted that. He tweeted personally that he had to go do tests at the hospital. So, yeah, I think he'll be all right. Well, God be
Yeah.
willing. Just hopefully that he could get a normal life. Shout out to the Bills also for paying him his full contract too as well. That was huge. Because
Shout
who
out to the
knows,
Bills on that opening drive.
he may not be able to play again. And yeah, shout out to Bills on the opening drive, man. Again, kick return.
Yep.
Or the kick return. Sorry, like I'm butchering words. And yeah, man, it was a very special moment. I mean, I
Yeah.
remember I didn't even watch the game, but I remember they showed that play instantly, like, oh,
It
what
was
had
everywhere.
happened,
It
and
was everywhere.
it was like it felt scripted a little bit, but it's a feel good story.
It
It's a
kind
feel
of
good
did.
story, man. It was
They did it
definitely a feel
twice.
good story,
They did it twice in one
right?
game. I don't even know if they've done it once in the season. They did it twice in one game.
Right, for real. So
Oh
yeah, man.
man.
Shout out to Demar Hamlin. Hope he's well. Um, shout out to Three Man. Definitely a lot of
Yes.
people are showing love and gratitude and you know healing energy. So, but
Definitely.
yeah, man. Um, where you
How's
want to
your week
start?
going? We
My
gotta catch
week
up real
is
quick.
yeah, my week is cool. I think the weather is really like messing everything up.
Bro, you see all the
I
flooding
think
that's
that's
happening right now, bro?
I'm driving in it like every day. I drive in it every day. Today
It's
was probably the
crazy.
weirdest one, just because of the fact we had thunderstorms and
Yeah,
hail, and
it got real.
I was just telling my girl that I literally when I was on my way back to the office, I like had it started to like I started to see thunderstorms. Like you know how sometimes a thunderstorm will happen and you won't really see it. You'll just see like a flash. I
Hmm.
could literally see it, the actual storm. I was like, yeah, it's time for me to go back, get to the
Well,
office. I, what?
you can't see thunder, you just hear thunder.
Well, lightning. Sorry, sorry. You know what I meant. I mean, I was seeing lightning.
Yeah.
Um, and it was it was, it was scary. I ain't gonna keep it a buck. I put up back to my office after work, not after work, but pretty much when I was from the clock out, and I just remember like it was hailing really hard, like it was raining really
Yeah.
hard. My coworkers, they wanted to go take videos and shit like that. Yeah,
They
I
acting
ain't
brand new.
going. Yeah, they like I ain't never seen that shit before. So, um, yeah, man. Outside of that, though, weather's been kind of interesting, especially for the past 2 weeks, just because of the fact of the endless amount of rain that we have gotten. Driving in it has definitely been it's just been like whatever. I'm gonna be honest. You know, you kind of see the after effect though. Like you go to certain cities and like trees and stuff is boiled down.
Yeah.
People were out of power for a couple days. Stuff like that, and then you just see a bunch of flood everywhere. It's difficult to drive certain places.
Hmm.
Luckily, we drive big trucks, so it really ain't that big of a deal. But I could feel for the people that got like regular cars or just normal cars and just got to deal with that. So definitely
Yeah.
can be annoying. So yeah, outside of that though, we been cool, man. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the Niner game on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be
Yep.
in there. I mean, my first game. You know what I mean? So should be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I am
Oh
juiced.
yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't rain that much, but I don't really care. I'm in there. Oh, it's gonna be a good time, man. Me and my brother gonna have a good time, man. And yeah. Outside of that, man, week is good. Week is cool.
Yeah.
How about you, man?
Mine was going good until Monday morning.
What happened Monday morning?
Bro, being a parent is crazy, bro. So Monday morning, I'm sleep, bro. From Sunday to Monday morning, I'm sleep. I get woken up at 2 a.m. My son is over here throwing up like crazy. I
Really?
was like, bruh, what is going on? So it's like 2 a.m. He just starts throwing up. We gotta change the bed sheets, change the blankets out, change him. We yeah, it just got bad. We were doing laundry. So he was up from 2 to 7. just
Mm-hmm.
throwing up. It was every half hour he threw up. So we were like, try to go to sleep, and he'd throw up again. We try to go to sleep, throw. We just said, man, forget it. We'll just wait. And he finally fell asleep again at 7 o'clock. And by that time, it was time for us to get up and go to work. So my wife was like, we just gonna call out because yeah, this is crazy. So we both got a chance to be able to work from home, but I don't know. I think my son had like a stomach bug or something because it only lasted like
What you
24
feed
hours.
him?
I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. It was just like 24 hours. He was just throwing up like crazy. He stopped like afternoon time on Monday, but then he had like this crazy diarrhea, bro, to where we had to put him in the bath to change him and to like clean him up because it just went
Mm-hmm.
like all through his diaper and just like came out like all on the sides and everything. It was just bad. But yeah, but he's cool now. No throwing up, no diarrhea. The only thing we're watching now is his if he's dehydrated, because that's a bad thing if he gets dehydrated. So we got to make sure he's drinking his liquids, so you don't have got to go to the hospital, get no IVs or nothing like that, because we ain't trying to do all that. But yeah, so I'm tired because I got a full night of sleep last night, but the night before that I only slept like 3 hours. So
I feel you.
I'm still
Yeah.
trying to catch up to it, but it's all part of being a parent. And you know what's crazy? I feel like this is how I know God has a sense of humor, okay? Because on Sunday, me and my wife was talking, and we finally decided that we wanted to try for our second baby. We're like, all right, like let's just do it. Let's go for it. So I feel like God was like, oh, so you want to try for another baby? Okay, let me remind you what that's like real quick. And he wakes our son up at 2 in the morning. Oh, you want to go through this again? You want to go through all this? Yeah, because this is gonna happen again if
You
you
do.
want to.
You do.
And I was like,
But you
you
do.
know what? Yeah, it's completely worth it. So yeah, I just feel like God was kind of just testing us on that part and like, okay, you want another baby? All right, let's see how you handle this. Remember this part? You like this part? Because it's gonna happen. But yeah, bro. So it was crazy, but whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do as a parent.
Right,
Oh
for
man.
sure. Shout out to being a parent, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, look, you do it. We tip our hat off to you because you do what you have to do to
Yeah,
take
you
care of
do.
your kid.
You
Oh man,
definitely
hey
do.
man, look, number two on the way. You feel me? Shout out. You feel me? Shout out to the
Not
missus.
yet, not yet. Calm down. We gotta get organized and situations first.
Say less, man.
Situated.
It probably didn't seem like shit was organized, man. If you was trying, it seemed like something was organized. If you was going for number two, so it like this, it may not be that far off. You feel me? But you know,
Yeah.
hey man, kids work in
Yeah.
mysterious ways. I don't remember how difficult I was when I was a kid. Like I know my parents said I was like difficult as far as like manners. Like I couldn't be alone. Somebody had to watch me because I would just get into too much. So like,
You was that kid.
yeah, I was that kid.
Gotta
Like
hide
for
everything.
real. Yeah, not even. I don't know. I that's my mom. Like I remember she was just like, yeah, you would like. I just would act up for no reason. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
She don't know how to turn up this calm today. But like when I was young, when I was little, it was bad. It was very bad. So
Oh man.
um, yeah, man,
Yeah,
kids
bro.
are interesting.
Kids are another
Kids.
thing. Well, anyways, let's get into some stuff here.
Well,
Uh,
I mean,
we want to do the
do we
guess the
have it?
player?
Yeah, man, let's do
Yeah.
another infamous episode of Guess the Player.
Okay. I did NBA again for you. Okay. If you go through this one completely fine, then we gonna switch it back to NFL because yeah,
Okay,
you
got you.
you must know you'll do
Say less, my
it.
boy. I'm ready to execute and be great.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Player number one got drafted in 2020. And he went to Villanova.
2020 to Villanova. And what team you play for now?
He is on the Pistons.
Villanova. Damn. Uh, Sadiq Bay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
All
okay. One for
right.
one,
All
one for
right. All
one, one
right.
for one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, next player got drafted in 2018 and he went to USC.
2020 USC. Oh, that's
2018.
Evan Mobley.
No,
Evan Mobley?
2018. 2018.
No, 2018 to USC. Damn, there's only a couple of people that went to SC. I'm trying to think without get because if you tell me the team that I'm
USC.
going to know,
Trojans. 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 Trojans.
what's the team?
That he plays for right now?
Yes.
The Sixers.
Oh, that's DeAnthony Melton.
Yep.
Mhm.
Dang, okay. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Next player got drafted in 2019 and went to San Diego State.
2018.
2019 from
Uh,
San Diego State.
San Diego State. Damn. The only person I know that went to San Diego State was Kawhi. I don't really know any other player that went to San Diego State. Who do he plays for now?
The Hornets.
San Diego State.
Need a position?
I think it's power forward, right?
Yep.
Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That was all because I was running through the colleges and I'm like, I don't. Everybody else college I damn near knew, and I'm like, he the only person I didn't really know, so I'm gonna take a guess. So yeah, all right, 3 for 3. Hey man, it's easy.
Right.
It's light.
This person got drafted in 2016,
Throwback.
and they
Somewhat.
did not give me a college.
He didn't go to college. LaMelo? No, LaMelo. That was
Oh, he
that
must
was
be from out of the country.
Luca.
Mm-mm.
What team does he play for? You give me. You give me no.
He plays for the Clippers. Got drafted in
Oh,
2016.
2016. Zubac. Ivan Zubac.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Dang, you just gonna sleep today.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
Mhm.
Got drafted 2014. He went to
Mhm.
Colorado.
What team does he play for now?
Mavericks.
Went to Colorado. Oh, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yep. Okay. We switch you back to football because apparently you do know your basketball
for sure.
players.
I told you, bro. That's cake, bro. Like that's cake.
As long as they
That's
have some time,
cake.
like because I look for how many minutes they played in their last game, and I
Mhm.
try to get the guys that played at least like 30, like 20 to 30.
Yeah. Play this. Yeah, I said play this. I told you I was like, you gotta give me if they at least play 5 minutes, I think I'll be okay.
Oh,
5 minutes, I think they'll be okay. Yeah.
Well,
They
yeah,
play
I
at
think
least
I'm
5.
gonna
If you
switch
go
it
to their
back.
averages and they say at least 5 minutes, I think I'll be okay. Just because I got to see them on the floor.
I'm gonna go back to football and pick special teams.
Hey, I'm gonna do this shit for you, but either baseball or soccer players.
I don't know if you could do soccer players like that.
Oh, watch. I'll pick a league, bro. I'll pick a random league. I'm gonna do like, hey, you know this player. Look, he doing it in soccer is so not fair. That is so not fair. There's so many players.
There's
Not
so
even
many,
fair.
bro.
It is not even fair. All
Oh
right,
man, okay.
So the end of the regular season is upon us. A very interesting week 18 recap to say the least. A lot of teams didn't make the playoffs, and a lot of teams did make the playoffs. Some teams are already locked, so there wasn't really no implications for them to win or lose. They kind of just was playing for seeding if it mattered that much to them. And there was a couple big important games this past weekend, or past week for week 18. There was the Jaguars and the Titans, the battle for them for the AFC South for divisional crown. The Jaguars pull that off 20-16 in a very competitive matchup. Pretty much the Titans really held the lead pretty much most of that game. Then the Jaguars got a late turnover to pretty much get the dub in the last few minutes of the game. Titans struggled with injuries all year. Didn't really have a good quarterback at all. Malik Willis is definitely not a quarterback I think they see in the near future. So they end up signing Joshua Dobbs, a quarterback from Tennessee. Journeyman for a pretty good, decent amount of time. And he tried to compete, tried his best, but it just wasn't enough. Fast forward to Sunday, we had the Seahawks and the Rams. Definitely a competitive game, surprisingly. Gino, didn't really do a lot, but did
Hmm.
enough to
Hmm.
get the win. And they almost lost it. Shout out to the kicker for clutching it through. And definitely was a competitive matchup, which unfortunately set up because this is how it's supposed to happen, right? I think they wanted the Seahawks to lose to make Sunday night's game that much more competitive, right? Because the idea was if the Seahawks lose, whoever won the Packers would get in the playoffs. That's what was supposed to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Packers wasn't really playing. I think the Packers. I thought the Packers couldn't get in regardless if the Seahawks won, but the
You
Packers could
kind
have
of
got
cutting
if
out
they
a little bit.
won. Oh wow! I think that's my. Told you when I told you my connection.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just a little choppy.
Yeah. Connection is terrible. This rain. I thought we talked about this rain earlier. This rain is messing up my connection, bro.
Yeah. Okay, keep
Anyway,
going.
long story short, the Packers could have made the playoffs if they would have won Sunday night.
Yeah.
So the Lions ended up playing spoiler and came out with a huge win over A Rod in what seems like to be his final game in Green Bay. Don't really know if he's retiring. I don't think so.
I don't think he will.
But if he does, let's say hypothetically speaking, let's say he does not retire. What you think? Where do you think A Rod is going? Where can you see him playing next in the future? I'm gonna let you run with that first.
Man, I mean, there's so many teams right now that could really use his help. The first thing that comes to mind for me is the Raiders. I know the Raiders need help over there, but we also are talking about Tom Brady going to the Raiders. So we don't know if that's gonna happen.
Tom Brady's
Um,
retiring. Tom Brady's retiring. I don't want nobody to get their hopes up. Tom Brady's going to be done. He's going to play this last playoff series and he's going to call it quits. If he's in the league at 46, we have a problem. Okay? He should not be in the league still. Like Brady, bro. I
yeah,
get it. You love the game, bro. But like, dog, you have to go do something else. You have to. We do not need to see this no more.
it's like
It's
you got
amazing.
you got a couple decades already of people getting drafted into the NFL, and you tell me none of those dudes can play like a 46-year-old right now. Like it's
That's
just
how. But shout out to his greatness because he is that good. However, yeah, he definitely. You
yeah.
can see it even this past year. He's definitely lost a couple steps. So personally, I would say he needs to get up out of there. But yeah,
Okay. Well, on Aaron Rodgers, I think the
yeah,
Raiders
yeah, yeah, yeah,
looks really nice for him to go to. Maybe the Jets would look really nice for him to go to as well.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
there's other
yeah.
teams too, but I don't know if he would go like the Steelers. I don't think he would go to the Steelers.
Yeah, nah, I
In
don't think he goes to the Steelers either.
Indianapolis, I don't
Nah.
think so. Houston, I don't think he would go do that. Um, Washington, maybe Washington. He would look really nice in the Washington uniform next year.
Perhaps.
Um, Tampa, maybe a Tampa uniform. Since if Tom Brady leaves, they
Yeah,
pick up Aaron Rodgers, that
yeah,
would look
yeah,
really nice too. Or
yeah.
Arizona. Well, no, not Arizona because Kyle Murray, he's still gonna stay there. So yeah, no, not Arizona. Falcons, maybe? Nah, he wouldn't go to the Falcons. He needs to go to a team that's got like at least playoff potential right now, which I think those are the only teams that I could see as playoff potentials with him would be Tampa, Washington, Raiders, Jets, basically. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing. So any one of those teams, I think he could fit in very nicely with. So hopefully we can see him, do something with somebody. But I don't know. He might come back to Green Bay. He might resign. I mean, it looks like he's not
I
going to.
doubt it. I
Even
think
Lazard
the
was like, "Bro, I'm out too. Like, I don't know what you talking about." Because they were like,
yeah,
"How do you feel
right.
about A-Rod leaving?" He's like, "A-Rod, what about me? I'm gonna be gone too." So it's gonna be a crazy offseason to see who ends up where. Maybe he goes to the Ravens because Lamar leaves.
Nah, I think the writing's on the wall for Green Bay. Um, it's been clear that they kind of not really wanted A Rod there no more, and A Rod really never had no interest in playing there anymore. Time and time again throughout the years, we've seen the Packers pretty much not really care about A Rod in the sense that they haven't really did a good job of building a team around him.
hmm
When you do certain things where you don't put the right coaching with A Rod, or you draft a quarterback in the first round when you could have drafted a receiver or somebody to help A Rod, you could
Yeah.
kind of see where, the direction is going. It's only just a matter of time. Um, Shout out to A Rod, hell of a career at Green Bay. Definitely made history, won a championship for him. Probably will go down as probably the best quarterback to put on a Green Bay uniform um, today. I don't know. I mean, if A Rod retired, I'd be surprised. I don't think he will. I think he still got another couple good years, but he definitely would have to go to a team that I see could fit him and what he
Yeah.
can do. I think the best team would probably be the Jets. In my opinion, just because they are probably the most complete team without a quarterback to this point. I think the Buccaneers are good, but I think they are a bit injury prone. And who knows, maybe A Rod does want to go to, he might want to be in a sunny situation. He's probably tired of being in the cold.
Yeah. But
So
do you
that
think
may
if Tom Brady leaves, a lot of those Tampa Bay players are gonna leave too?
not if they think they getting the A Rod.
No,
Not
that's
if they
true.
think they getting the A Rod. I mean, shit, I'm staying if I know I'm getting A Rod. If I go from Brady to A Rod, I'm staying. Like, um,
Going from
so
goat to goat.
but also, right, you know what I mean. But also, A Rod really didn't. It may be because they got on late, but A Rod really didn't have the best of years, even when they were winning these past games. It wasn't really because of A Rod. It was because they started incorporating the run game,
hmm
and I think with the Jets, with them having Brees Hall, even though he tore his ACL, he was pretty much going to be rookie of the year offensively. I mean, the offensive rookie of the year before he got hurt because he was pretty much carrying that Jets offense as a rookie running back. So if they wanted to kind of redo that, but have A Rod instead of Zach Wilson or whoever trash quarterback they had, I think they'd be all right. And I think they could just kind of run that as is and probably win the AFC East, if anything, or at least be in competition.
Yeah.
If it wasn't the Jets, I would probably agree. I think I could see the Tampa Bay doing that just because I think that it would be the closest thing to probably being a complete team. I think Washington is just there's too many questions. Um, I think the Cardinals, same thing, too many questions. There's not really a lot of stability. And
Yeah.
especially as
Well,
you get
Murray's
older,
gonna
you really
stay
want to.
in Arizona.
Yeah, but I mean, with how the team's looking and I didn't even put it on the notes, but they just fired their head coach. So like,
Yeah. I
and
seen
they
they're
discredit.
they're asking him
They just
for
fired.
opinions on getting a coach.
Yeah, they fired their head coach and they just signed them an extension last year, the coach. So it's just like the Cardinals don't really know what they want to do. They're really not a good organization at all. They've had a lot of talent that's just been wasted. DeAndre Hopkins is looking to get traded now. So that is all like this is a whole shit show in Arizona right now. And now they're looking at Kyler Murray for advice, and Kyler Murray ain't played the best. He been worried about Call of Duty. You know what I mean? So it's just I don't know. It's just Arizona is just a whole like shit show.
It's a
I
toss up
wouldn't
right
even
now.
touch it. Toss up. So I would think A Rod for him. I think the best would probably be the Jets if he's still looking to play.
Yeah. If he doesn't, I
So
won't be
yeah.
mad at him because he did
At
have a heck
all.
of career
If he
already.
played this, if you done, man, A Rod has been real. Yeah, I mean, you wanted to go to probably go down as a top 5 quarterback to ever play. Definitely a top 3 talent, top 5 talent for sure. Um, Yeah,
Yeah,
salute to him.
definitely.
Moving along, man. The Texans fired Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith, quarterback only. I mean, not quarterback, but a coach.
Mhm.
Being a coach at Houston, Texas for a year. Obviously, the reason why he got fired. I ain't gonna say the reason why he get fired, but story has it. Not even say story has it, but the game that they were supposed to lose so they could get the first pick, they didn't lose. They won. So
So I think
against
he
the
was
Colts this
sabotaging.
past week. I think so. I think if you know you're getting fired, I'm not going to help you get the first pick either. I'm gonna win. I'm trying to win these games. So
Yeah.
the Texans fire Lovie Smith. They get it. They don't get the first round pick. They get the second round pick. I think they get the second round pick if I remember correctly. Um, and I will say that I think Texans, along with Arizona, I think are just some organizations that just really need help and really need guidance on what they want to do as far as winning. Um, and it's definitely sad to see because it's just like it never made sense why he got fired when you really never put a team around him to be productive. You traded your best receiver, you traded your best quarterback, and now you expect to bring in a coach to help him rebuild, but you never really put a pieces around him to
To just
be
help him out.
productive. Right.
Well,
Um
I've also seen speculations of racism in this thing, so I don't know if you've read about
For
that.
sure, there is a bit. There is a bit. Just because you see it around the league, it's nothing to really like sugarcoat. You
Mm-hmm.
see it time and time again, right? Where you get, the Texans had two black coaches. Both of them got fired within a year. You have the coach for the Dolphins that got fired last year, even though he had a winning record. You never see that before. Um, and you just get to a point where it's just like you have to be damn near perfect in order to keep your job. Where we see coaches or white coaches, like thereof to say, where they could be shitty for years and still get a job back to back to back to back with no problem.
Yeah.
And it's just unfair because most of these coaches, these white coaches, get put with actual talent. Where a lot of, if you peep, I ain't gonna say you peep, but you kind of see where like most times black coaches get hired, they get hired to a team that really ain't got much going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They really don't got much talent. It's amazing to see Mike Tomlin literally pull out a winning record year after year
Every
after
year,
year
bro.
after year. This year was probably his worst year as far as talent wise, and to be able to carry that out and be able to keep a winning record, it's amazing. But
Yeah.
back to Lovie Smith, or that just the lack of black coaches, just because of the fact of the record, it's unfair. Personally, I see, but I get the business of it. But still, it ain't. I don't understand how you could fire a coach and you don't put the pieces around him to win. Just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
You know what it
Let me
is?
ask. And then my what?
All these Jews owning all the corporations and all the companies, man. They just I had to throw
Tell
that one out there.
Jews.
I had to throw that one
You know
out
what's so
there.
funny? Hey, no
I had
cap,
to do it.
no. Some of these, I guarantee you, some of these dudes, man, they probably own a couple teams. They probably own a couple teams. I wouldn't put it past
They
it.
own everything.
There was one.
They own
There
everything,
was
Anton.
one. Well, I don't know if he's Jew, so I'm not gonna say he was Jew. But there was one person. They was on the Jaguars Titans game. They were showing the owner, right? He was asleep during the game in the booth. The Jaguars scored. They put the camera back to him. He was excited, like, woo, yeah. Bro, you could just tell he had woke up probably because of the noise of everybody rooting. Because that knocked out in the booth, bro. They don't be caring about the game, but
Yeah,
this a
bro.
free check to them, to them
Yeah,
owners.
all these
For
Jews,
real.
all they want is their money, bro. That's why they own everything.
Man. Oh, nah. So what you think about that, right? So do you think that coaches of or black coaches get a shorter leash compared to white coaches in the NFL?
I mean, you
What you see?
definitely can say that. You're looking at majority of the coaches in the NFL right now, they're all white. Um, you see every year, time and time again, a lot of the coaches that get fired are black coaches. And it's, I feel like they also don't get the opportunities that the white coaches are getting when they're like getting hired for these teams. Cause I mean, you don't get hired to go coach like the Chiefs or go coach, the new Bengals and just get these teams that are already superstar teams and like, all right, go with it. So you do you do end up at the end of the season with a losing record because you're with a team that it's not doing well. And then they could always say, oh well, it's because the team didn't play well. Because if you look at the Texans this year, Texans were I think the worst team in the NFL. I think they only won like what 2 games, 3 games maybe, which is the worst record. So
Yeah.
you could say that and just say, yeah, we fired him because look at our season. We had the worst season out of everybody. So we had to, get a new coach. But at the end of the day, when are we gonna allow these black coaches to come in and actually coach a good decent team from the start so that they can stick around for a
That's all
while,
I'm saying.
right?
That's all I'm
Because
saying.
yeah, if you look at the Steelers organization, he didn't come in there with a red hot Steeler team ready to go. He had to build it from the ground up, and he
You
was
build
able
it
to
from the
do it.
ground
But
up.
that's one out of how many that have had the opportunity, to coach an NFL team. But it's just like, come on, bro, don't get a new coach for the Browns and be like, oh, we expect you to win the championship this year, and if you don't, you're done, right? So that's all I gotta say on it because I want to tread lightly.
That's how it be, man. That's how that be, man. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. It's definitely ridiculous. Well, uh, let's see. Moving along, man. You know what? Let's just get straight to it, man. We're gonna get straight to the meat and potatoes of this episode. So, as you can see behind me, around me, we have the playoff setup, right?
Yeah,
Um,
the table.
very anticipated playoffs, man. It's very interesting to see how these teams had got laid out. Do you want to start on the NFC side or the AFC side?
You don't even know which way to point.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where to go. So yeah,
uh,
let's we go. You know what? we gonna save the NFC side. We gonna start with the AFC side,
all
right?
right, fair.
Um, we'll start with the
Oh,
four in. Well, first of all, we'll start off with the whole situation with the Bills and the Bengals.
yeah,
If I remember correctly, they didn't. The game got canceled,
and I
obviously because
canceled.
of Damar Hamlin. Um, and I think what they agreed upon is that if I think the Bengals or the no, I think if the Bills play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, they will play at a neutral site. If I remember correctly, I don't think the Bengals get that privilege. I'm not sure, but I know if the Bills make it or the Bengals make it with the Chiefs, I think they get to play at a neutral site. It'd probably be like It should be like Indianapolis or something, but I don't know. They had to figure that out. They never really said.
Yeah,
Um, you feel like the Bengals got robbed
potentially
because
because okay, the whole situation happened. They got to cancel the game.
yes,
Cool. We
yes,
agree. Cancel that game. It's Damar
yeah,
is more important than that game. But because that game does not play out, then that means the Bengals and the Bills basically just get another bye week and none of them take a L. Because if the Bengals went and played the Bills and won, and the Kansas City Chiefs would have somehow lost to the Raiders, the Bengals would be the number 1 seed.
Right.
So because the Chiefs beat the Raiders, it's kind of irrelevant now. But if they would have lost, the Bengals would have had the number 2 and the Chiefs would have still got that number 1 because that game never happened.
Right.
So
yeah.
we potentially could have had a robbery done for the Bengals if the Chiefs would have lost, but they won. So yeah, that's what basically I wanted to bring up. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they played it, I think, as best they could have given the situation. I was listening to a bunch of podcasts and like radio stations talk about it, about what they think they're going to do, and a lot of people was giving the craziest suggestions. I think the one I seen that made the most sense to me was playing at a neutral site if such and such teams make it, just because of the fact, like you said, it's hard to tell. You just never know what them 2 games would have happened if the Bills win or if the Bengals win or whatever. So I think the best thing you could have done is made sure that, hey, all right, if y'all win, even though you didn't get a chance to get home field advantage, we're gonna put at a neutral site so nobody got a home field advantage. And I think personally, I think that's probably the best way to go with it. I remember when they first was bringing it up, like, what you think? I was like, well, because some was saying like maybe you postpone the Super Bowl for like a week or whatever, and it's like it's almost impossible to do that because football is entertainment. You know how many ads and how much money has been spent on these windows for television shows and commercials. So it's like then you got to do hotels and all these just hella small details in the grand scheme of things that we don't know about that cost a lot of fucking money.
Millions.
I don't think it would be impossible to kind of cover that. So I think the best thing you can do is just be like, look, if y'all make it, y'all just got to play at a neutral site and then call it a day. I think that was probably the best thing that they could have done about that situation. But moving along, we're going to give our predictions on each game. Now, let me ask you something. Do you want to do it week by week, or do you want to like go through it and then like whoever we think gonna win advance and then they play? Do you want to do like a whole simulation, or do you want to just do it week by week?
Let's just go through it, and then next week we could look over it and see if we were predicting correctly. And then if we're not, we could adjust to it. But
okay,
let's just go through it and see who we think will come out at the end.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start with. So let's start with you first. So you go ahead and say who you think is going. How you want to do? So you want to do AFC to NFC and then all the way to the Super Bowl and then boom, or do you want to? How you want to do it?
Yeah, let's just start at the AFC. We'll go all the way through to who's going to make it to the Super Bowl, and then we'll go to the NFC, who's going to make it to the Super Bowl, and then who's going to win the actual Super Bowl.
Okay, sure, I'm with that. Okay, we'll start with the AFC. You want to go first, or I'll go first?
I'll go.
Okay, bet.
All right. So with the AFC, that first game we have right there is the Chargers and the Jaguars. So this one is probably one of the most like complicated games on this table to be able to choose a winner from, because they're both basically evenly matched, I believe. I really want to say the Chargers are going to make it in there because the Chargers do seem to have a better team than the Jags, but the Jags are very hot right now. And you need that momentum, and that's what you need to keep moving forward. And I'm gonna say that the Jags will pull this off and beat the Chargers to move into that game versus the Chiefs. I think the Jags can do it. It's going to be a very close game, I feel, but I feel like the Jags will pull it off at the end.
Now keep in mind the team with the lowest seed plays the Chiefs. So if you think any of these other teams may pull off an upset, they will play the Chiefs, not the Chargers.
Yeah, no, we ain't going for no upsets over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the Chargers are going to play the Chiefs. Okay, for that next round. Ravens and Bengals. The Bengals are going to take that. I don't think it's even gonna be close. I know Lamar's supposed to come back, but I feel like Lamar is still a little bit injured. I'm sorry, bro. I know that's your team, but I just feel like the Bengals are on a revenge tour right now. They are ready to go and they want to get back to that bowl. So I think the Bengals will run over the Ravens and make it into that second round. With the Dolphins and the Bills. I mean, obviously the Bills are gonna take that one. I don't think the Dolphins, they barely made it in by like their pinky toe, bro. Like they barely got into this playoffs. So yeah, the Bills are just gonna take out the Dolphins. Their defense is still trash. The that offense is not connecting as it was in the beginning of the season. So they're just gonna take that one. So then after that, we got Chiefs and Jags. Chiefs are gonna definitely take that one. They're gonna be very dominant in that game. They're gonna move forward. You just can't do anything against Patrick Mahomes if because the Jags are not that good. Then we got the Bills and the Bengals, which will be the rematch, the game that we all wanted to see, but had to be canceled due to reasons. But
Mhm.
I do believe that the Bengals will take out the Bills in that game.
Mm.
I
Okay.
I think Joe Burrow's got his number, bro. I
Okay.
think Burrow's got their number, bro. I don't know what it is,
All
but
right.
Burrow comes alive when he plays either Allen or Mahomes. I don't know what it is. So we're gonna
Okay.
see Chiefs and Bengals in that final. And
Okay.
I do think the Bengals move on into the Super Bowl off of that final. I think that Burrow will
So
take
you
out
so you got
Mahomes
the
again.
Bengals going to the Super Bowl
I
again.
got the Bengals going to the Super Bowl again.
Okay.
I
All
think they
right.
could
All
do it.
right.
All right. So what's your
All
take on the
right.
AFC? What do you think's gonna happen?
Uh, the AFC. My take on the AFC. I think that the Chiefs. I mean, the Chargers versus the Jaguars. I'm gonna roll with the Chargers. I mean, not the Chargers. I'm gonna roll with the Jaguars. I want to go with Justin Herbert so bad,
I
but I just
know. I
think
feel so
being at
bad too.
home. I think Trevor Lawrence. I think them being in their first playoff game. I think the crowd is gonna be into it. It's gonna be a very electric game. But I want to if Herbert does pull it off, I wouldn't be surprised neither. But I will definitely. I'm going with the Jaguars to make it to the next round. Probably like a 24-17 type score. Um, moving along to the Ravens and the Bengals, it's tough to say, but I don't. It depends, right? If Lamar's playing, I'm biased. I'm picking the Ravens to win. If Lamar's playing, I don't care what condition he in. We come in and we come in to prove shit wrong. Okay, people have been disrespecting because they act like we trash, but they forgot who number 8 is. Like he ain't just an MVP out this bitch. Okay, but you got to give respect when respect is due. Joe Burrow is that guy. That offense is legit. The defense is not the best, but their offense is legit. Um, like I said, if Lamar's plays, I'm taking Lamar. But if he doesn't play, then the Bengals in the landslide.
You
It's not
gotta
gonna be.
choose, bruh. Choose right now.
I'm picking the Ravens, bro. If
Okay.
like I said, it's just it
We
depends
don't
on the
care if
status of
Lamar's playing or
Lamar.
not. We
It
need you to
does
choose a team.
though.
I need you to choose
That ain't fair,
because that's
bro.
gonna mess up the
That ain't
simulation.
fair.
I need you to choose a team
How? I literally
because
no. I literally said. I literally said if Lamar is playing, I'm picking the Ravens. That's. I'm not even saying he gotta play good. I just said he gotta play. He can get hurt, and I'm
okay.
still taking the L.
Okay.
If Lamar plays, we win it. If he not playing, then it's an L. It's a smooth L. I ain't afraid to admit it. Dolphins versus the Bills. I think the Bills win. I don't know what's the status on Tua. They haven't really said if he's playing or not this week. So if he doesn't play, then it's a blowout. I don't think there's really nothing much else to talk about, which will lead to the Chiefs and the Jaguars in the second round. Chiefs are pretty much going to dominate this game. I think it'll be I don't say they dominate. I will say they might be closer than we think it will be, but I still got the Chiefs pulling it out. Bengals versus the Bills. I have the Bills winning this game.
You said Ravens.
Oh yeah, I did, huh? My bad.
See,
The
that's what I'm telling you. You
Ravens.
got to choose a
I
team.
was thinking, because I was thinking the same way you was thinking, right? Here's my thing. I need to lay it out better. My fault. Either way it go, I'm gonna say this. Either way it go, whether it's the Ravens and the Bills or it's the Bengals and the Bills, I got the Bills winning, and I got the Bills winning and going to the conference championship against the Chiefs. I think if we played them, if the Ravens played them, I think their offense would be a bit much for us. I think. Well, actually, no. It depends, right? Because I don't know. I think the weather conditions will play a big factor in that game because I don't know what Buffalo will be like
And they don't got
around
Von Miller
when they're.
playing, so you got to remember that.
I ain't really worried about that. I'm kind of worried about how our offense will be because it kind of depends on the status of Lamar. Like I said, if Lamar is playing, I'm rolling with Lamar, but it'll be kind of tough, especially doing that in Buffalo. Um, and even with Joe Burrow, I still think it'll be the same problem. Um, that's the part of the home field advantage I think that will kick in and give Buffalo the edge personally. So since Buffalo got the home field advantage, I have them moving along to the conference championship to play the Chiefs and the Bills. It's hard to say the Bills beat Kansas City twice. But I am going to stick with my boy Josh Allen. He goes to the Super Bowl. Got the Bills going to the Super Bowl, man. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. The Bills is going to the Super Bowl. I have
Okay.
the Bills going to the Super Bowl. He beats Patrick Mahomes again. People will put some respect on Josh Allen's name because low key, he ain't played the best as of recently, but motherfuckers is acting like he just ain't that guy. So he gonna put all this shit to rest. He gonna get to the Super Bowl, and then I don't know who I got on the other side. We're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you want me to start with the NFC or you want to go with the NFC?
Nah,
Ah,
you
matter of fact,
start.
let me
You
start.
start. Yeah, you
Let me
start.
start. Yeah. Let me start with the NFC,
ISO.
man.
ISO.
ISO, man. In the NFC, we have the number 4 seed Buccaneers versus the number 5 seed Cowboys. Cowboys have to go on a roll. I thought they was at home. I am bugging. This might be like the most 50-50 ball ever. And that's because Brady team is struggling. But Dallas sucks too. Ew. The Dallas can't lose this game. Just Dallas can't lose this game. I'm going with Dallas. I'm going with Dallas. I don't think Dallas loses this game. I just don't see it, man. Way too competitive. But I think Dallas can lose this game. I got Dallas moving up to the next round. Giants versus the Vikings. This is probably the closest game we have to an upset alert that we're probably going to have. Um, I think the Giants will make this a lot closer than people think, but I do think the Vikings win probably by like a field goal. But to me, I'll tell you this. I think the Giants is gonna have it. They're gonna be up for a lot of the game, and then the Vikings go sneak in and get a dub. It's gonna be something like that. I can see it because the Vikings is just that's what's have Kirk Cousins in primetime football is not the best. He hasn't shown that at all. So I'm thinking I'm gonna still rock with him, but it's gonna be close. And then we have the Seahawks and the Niners. My dog Gino is getting his ass beat. Yeah, Gino, man. I
Thank
love
you. Finally.
Gino.
God.
I was like, Gino, man, you my dog, man. But yeah, they probably gonna pack you up. And it's okay. It's okay. Gino, you made the playoffs, man. I would salute. But they probably finna pack you up. I ain't gonna lie. So the Niners probably win. I think the Niners win by like 17. I could see winning about like 17. But it's kind of gonna be interesting though, just because the weather conditions probably gonna be different. So the game plan not gonna be relatively the same, but I still think the Niners pull this off pretty convincingly. Which would leave now the Eagles versus the Cowboys and the Vikings versus the Niners. Eagles versus Cowboys, divisional matchup, divisional rivalry. Eagles will be at home. I got the Eagles winning. Eagles, I think, are the better team personally, and I think Jalen Hurts will remind motherfuckers like, even though I've been hurt for a couple weeks, I'm still that guy. And I think they move to the next round. I think that's still a relatively close game, though, relatively competitive. I think the Eagles pull it out by like 10. Um, Niners versus the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, if he were somewhat like if Kirk Cousins was competitive in like primetime games, I would literally like I would let my nuts hang and I'd be like, you know what? Upset alert, go with Minnesota. But with how Brock Purdy is playing, I just don't see a world where that happens. If it would be, I would be surprised, but I think offensively, I think the Niners are just too much for Minnesota's defense. And I think that as long as Brock Purdy and them get at least 20, 21, 24 points, I think they could get the job done. I expect them to win and be in the conference championship again to play the Eagles. And I think I should stop. Well, wait, because you went all the way to because I did see the Bills all the way to the Super Bowl. And then we have the Eagles versus the Niners in the conference championship, right? It's a great game. This is a great game. This is going to be get your popcorn, get your Skittles, your snacks, your steak, everything in between. I do see this being a close game. I do see this being a very competitive game. We have the best defense and damn near the best offenses in the league going back and forth. You're not gonna disrespect the Eagles like they ain't got one of the best defenses in the league. They probably don't have number one, but they still like top five. And then offensively, they still top five, top 10. So put some respect, man. And yeah, I think it's tough, man, because it really just is Brock Purdy really that answer to this whole shit? Is Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey enough to answer this situation? This is tough. I'm trying to think about it. Oh, man, my mind is telling me no, but my heart is telling me yeah, they gonna pull this shit off. Just because I know you are, I'm not picking them motherfuckers. I'm going with the Eagles. I am going with the Eagles. I think the Niners run stops here. Close game, very competitive. Probably the best playoff game we're going to see these whole playoffs. Like it's going to remind us of like the Rams and the Niners last year, where like niggas was on the edge of their feet, very competitive. I think that being on the road, I think the Eagles' home field advantage will kick in to a certain extent. And I think the Eagles edge it out, which will give me the Bills and the Eagles for the Super Bowl. And I guess I'm gonna just wrap it up and just get it out the way right now. I already kind of said it. The Bills is winning the Super Bowl, man. I got the Bills winning the Super Bowl. Nah, I'm not lying. I'm lying. Oh, that's tough. Do I got the Bills or the Eagles winning the Super Bowl? I am going to go with the Bills winning the Super Bowl. I think that, damn, that is tough. I really want to say the Eagles because the Eagles defense is nasty. Yeah, I take that back. Eagles win the Super Bowl. Eagles win the Super Bowl. I got the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Philly does it again. Meek Millie got a new album coming out. It's gonna be fire. And the Eagles win the Super Bowl. And that's it on my end. I'll leave it up to you now.
Oh, you done now?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Me and you have to disagree a lot on this one, okay?
For sure. For sure.
First
I mean,
game.
let's be honest. We're only disagreeing on probably about 2 places, but that's about it.
Oh, you'll be surprised.
Okay.
First game, Cowboys in Tampa.
Yep.
I am taking Tampa Bay to beat the Cowboys because Tom
record?
Brady has never lost against the Cowboys, and he is not going to start now. And
will.
I do think the Cowboys are falling apart. Their defense is not playing the way that they should be, and I think Tom Brady will take out the Cowboys first round because Cowboys have no luck when it comes to playoffs as well. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will move on from there. Second game, Giants and Vikings. I agree this will be kind of close game, but I do think the Giants will make it out alive. I think that they will take out the Vikings in a close matchup. Yeah, Vikings defense is just trash, and I think the Giants could take them. So, Giants. This next game is probably the only one we're going to agree on. Seahawks and Niners.
Okay.
Niners arguably have the best quarterback ever to play the game right now. So, I think
Wait, no, you're not. We're not. Stop right there, sir. Say that statement again.
The Niners have arguably the best quarterback to ever play the game right now.
Okay, you got it.
Brock Purdy is number 1 in quarterback stats across the board right now. And no one has ever started.
Why, since he's been playing?
And no one has ever started the way this man has started. So Mr.
So
Relevant.
Okay. That's probably okay.
But anyways, it's gonna be a blowout. I think the Niners will just completely destroy the Seahawks. They are not ready for that game, especially since it's a home game. We gonna tear them up. So you gonna watch your boy Gino live get shredded. Okay, so have fun at that.
Yeah, I'm already expecting that. So like, I ain't even mad at it. It just kind of just is what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, got the Niners moving on. Okay, then so we have the Bucks and the Eagles. I am going to take the Eagles on that. I think the Eagles are a well-rounded team and they are better than the Buccaneers. So unfortunately, Tom Brady's playoff run is going to stop very short. After the first round, he's gonna get beat by the Eagles. Then we got the Giants and the Niners. Niners are a better team. They're gonna take out the Giants. Yeah, that's not even gonna be a close game as well. They're gonna steamroll the Seahawks and steamroll the Giants as well. So in the championship, we will have the Eagles and the Niners. Because the Eagles have so many injuries, I am picking the Niners. Yes, they are my favorite team, but because of the injuries, I don't think the Eagles can compete with the Niners right now.
Who's injured?
They have injuries. They have some of their defensive players are out.
Okay.
And then Jalen Hurts is coming back from an injury. So it's going to be a very tough game for them to compete with the Niners, not fully healthy. And unfortunately, it's going to have to stop there this year because of the injuries. So Niners
wouldn't that be
will
the
meet
same
the
thing about
Bengals.
Debo though? Because Debo ain't really healthy either. I can say the same thing, right?
Debo barely came back this past game, and we've won like 5 straight. So I mean, McCaffrey's kind of been.
Jalen Hurts came back last week with the Cowboys and they won.
McCaffrey's kind of been doing it. So yeah, Debo's there now to kind of distract people. But
you not winning the Super Bowl without Debo. I'm letting you know that right.
Oh yeah, no, but
okay,
you ain't gonna act like Debo coming back from injury is gonna make us lose this whole game. It's not.
What you mean? I'm just saying you're not winning the Super Bowl without Debo. That's a fact.
Yeah, but you trying to say like the Niners aren't gonna be a good team either because Debo's coming back from injury. I don't know what you was trying to say, but you was trying to say
you said you're the same thing you saying for Jalen Hurts and everybody else. I can say the same thing for Debo because he's a pivotal piece.
Yeah, well,
and let's keep it a whole bead. If we really looking at the whole schedule as far as y'all win streak in totality, ain't really been that great.
Without
look
Debo?
At y'all schedule.
Without
look
Debo?
At y'all schedule. No, I'm just saying. Look at y'all schedule, right? Hold on, matter of fact, let's go look at the Niners schedule.
Oh my goodness.
Let's look at the Niners schedule, right? Ever since y'all went on that win streak, y'all haven't played. Y'all played one playoff team, 2, and they mid in the 10-game win streak. So we don't know what y'all really. We gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt because y'all the Niners for sure. Respect is respect.
Uh-huh.
But like, y'all ain't play nobody for real. Y'all
And
ain't did
who the
no
Eagles
damage on
play for
nobody.
real?
What you mean?
Who the Eagles play for real?
I look at their schedule. They played the
Yeah.
Cowboys. Let's start with that.
Oh,
Let's
they
start with
play the
that this morning.
Cowboys. Cowboys
You
trash.
played the Cowboys, huh?
Cowboys is trash.
The Cowboys is better than any team y'all played on y'all schedule. And that's a fact. What you mean? The Cowboys
This
are better
boy.
than Cowboys is
This
better than
boy.
every team y'all played on y'all schedule. That's a fact,
This
bro.
boy. Okay, what can
Y'all
I
the best team.
finish? Can I
Go ahead.
finish without you
You got it, bro.
interrupting me?
I'm just saying, bro. The Niners ain't
Dang,
really
man.
like the Niners schedule ain't really like if you look at the
Ah.
Niners schedule, they really ain't got nobody. And the teams that they lost to, they got dog walked by. They got dog walked by the Chiefs, as they should. You know what I'm saying? So, when y'all
Yeah.
play the top
But
tier
they
team,
didn't
y'all
play
got
us
dealt
with
with.
Purdy. They didn't play us with
Oh,
Purdy.
so Purdy for the outdoor Pat Mahomes. That's what you're telling me now?
He
He
not
for
gonna
the
have to play
outplay.
Mahomes. He gonna have to play Joe Burrow. Because remember, I said I got the Bengals going to the Super Bowl. And
Yeah.
then on our side, I got the Niners going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And guess
So
who's winning
Niners
the
versus
Super Bowl?
the
Guess who's
Niners.
getting number 6?
The
Guess
Niners.
who's gonna take the shippity whippity? Gonna be the San Francisco 49ers, sir. And you gonna be mad. Okay. So calm down. Yes, I got the Niners winning the Super Bowl this year. Because we need to win. Because our window is closing very fast. We need to win the Super
As
Bowl
long as you know,
already.
as long as you know that the window is closing, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, we need to win
Reality
the
is,
Super Bowl already.
but like
We
this, is it possible for y'all to win? For sure. I
yeah.
can't even disagree. It's not even a crazy take, right? I mean, honestly, if I had to put real deal money on it, it would probably be between the Chiefs, y'all, and the Eagles. I think I like how the Eagles run their offense. I think they definitely come at you with a lot of angles. They run offense similar to
Hold
y'all, where
on.
it's
You
a lot.
said if you had to put money on it, it'd be the Chiefs, Eagles, and Niners. But on the AFC side, you got the Bills going to the Super Bowl. What are
Yeah,
you
because
talking
I'm
about?
biased. Because I'm saying I'm being biased. So like the Eagles. I mean, not the Bills. Josh Allen needs some respect. So I'm putting some respect on the Eagles. Put some
Oh
respect
my
on the Bills.
gosh.
That's
This
it.
dude over here is just changing his mind out of nowhere.
You feel me?
All right, well, I got the Niners winning the Super Bowl. You got the Bills winning the Super Bowl.
I got
So
the Eagles. I got the Eagles
I
winning the
thought you
Super
said the
Bowl.
Bills.
I changed my mind. I changed it. Lastly, I changed the Eagles.
You
I
see
got the
how
Bills
much you
making it to
changed
the
your
Super
mind? I
Bowl.
don't even know what you said.
I got the Bills making it to the Super Bowl. Let me clarify. Let me clarify so you can hear me. I have the Bills making it to the Super Bowl against the Eagles. I have the Eagles winning though. Okay.
Okay.
I have
Could have
Josh
swore you
Allen
said the
beating
Bills.
I have Josh Allen beating Burrow and and Mahomes again, so people can put some respect on Josh Allen. But I still think he loses to the Eagles. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Now, if he beats the Eagles, I ain't mad at that at all. I can care. I'm like, oh, okay. Shout out to my boy Josh Allen. Because if he does win a Super Bowl, then I'm coming on here talking shit, and you go put some respect on Josh Allen because you've been trying to disrespect him all season. So,
bro, he was
and
playing very mid at the end of the
now
season. You
that's
can't
cool,
lie.
but it's all good. It's the playoffs now. None of that shit matters. 0-0. Ball
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah,
Brock
yeah.
Purdy, and I'm putting it like this, Brock Purdy, you putting these expectations on Brock Purdy. I'm letting you know this right now. You just said he is the best quarterback ever. If this nigga plays like dog shit, I don't want to hear nothing about he a third string quarterback. I'm letting you know that right now. Don't say nothing about he's been trash, he been ass. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. If he ain't playing like the best quarterback in the fucking league, I'm on your ass. And if they get eliminated, if they don't make it to the Super Bowl, I'm on your ass, bro. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm on your bumper. I'm letting you know
All
that.
right. All
Okay?
right. I got faith in my boys. Okay. So we gonna make it all the way.
As you should. As you should. Respectfully, as you should. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I wish I had faith in
Mm-hmm.
my boys. I just wish my niggas was healthy. I just wish my squad was healthy. We'd be good if we was healthy. You
Nah,
know,
y'all still wouldn't be
so
good. If you Lamar needs some help, bro.
we'll be put like this. We'll be second round exits, second round, second
Oh,
round.
they did.
I literally think if we was healthy, if Lamar was healthy, we could beat the Bengals. I like us against the Bengals. I really do because that defense is
Well,
crippled and they really not that good.
they did
I
help your
think our
boy
defense
out.
could hold up.
They did help your boy Lamar out today by extending what's his name's contract, the
That's
linebacker.
bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. What's so funny? I put that on the notes too, and I'm like, yo, why they not paying? They doing everything but paying him. Lamar gonna end up leaving, man. Or they go like I told you, they're gonna franchise tag him. He gonna be mad. He probably gonna fuck around and sit out. It's gonna be a whole little bullshit. They gonna have to trade him or something. Cause I'm not like, bro, just pay him. He the best offensively option. If you ain't gonna put no talent around him, then why are you doing this? Like that
It's
like
crazy.
dangling. Insane.
It's crazy.
He's
You
just
signed,
dangling shit in
so they
front of him.
signed him for what, 100 mil, right?
I think it was like what's so funny? I had the thing. Where is it at?
What's his name? Raquan Smith or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they signed him for 100 mil
Yeah, he agreed
for like a
to
1 year.
I think no, it's not 1 year. It was like it was agreed to a 5-year, $100 million
Oh,
contract
that's what it is.
extension, which is well deserved. I mean, he's one of the best linebackers in the league. Don't get me wrong, but hello, we got this motherfucker over here, number 8, that we got to fucking pay. So like, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Yeah, Baltimore is really becoming upsetting. I'm just glad I'm getting a Lamar jersey before he leaves team, so I could just say I have one. So that's whatever.
You gonna just go to a game and buy one or what?
No, I already got one. I just gotta wait for it to come. My
Oh, you bought one?
So. Well, my dad bought me one, so I'm just waiting
okay.
for it.
What color did you get?
Yeah, black.
Oh, the black one.
Yeah. It's the best uniform. Maybe I don't wear too much
I like the purple one.
Actually, I do wear a lot of purple, but I ain't got.
Yeah, you do. You wear Laker stuff all the time. It's purple.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said never mind. I changed my thought process. I was like,
you changing your mind all the time. Okay, sir.
For sure, because you just never know, man. You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta weigh out all your options sometimes. But yeah, man. Well, that probably wraps it up for the NFL section. Anything else you want to talk about? Want to talk about squirrels, pigeons, ducks, rabbits? Have you been on the game recently?
On the game? What game?
Call of Duty. Anything? You ever
I haven't
streamed?
played, bro. I haven't streamed. Nah.
Damn, bro.
I'm tired, bro. I get out, bro. Because this last week was like the first week where I could actually do it because my nephew's not here no more. He went back home. And I have my room back, but I just be like, put my son to sleep. It's like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sleep. Because I ain't trying to do it all that.
I
want to though. Man. Yeah, I've been wanting to, but I just get tired now.
I feel it, old man.
But I go crazy though.
Yeah, I go crazy. I ain't like gaming ain't been the same. Well, gaming ain't been the same for me as of recently. I've been wanting to get back into it, but that shit, like, I be like, I get enjoyment from playing like with my homies every now and again, but like compared to how I felt about it when I was a little kid, like I guess I don't know if it's just the games that's come out, but it just seemed like everything is such a grind now. Like you can't just pick up and play and really enjoy it unless you play by yourself. If you want to play online with your friends, everything is such a grind or pay to win, and that shit is becoming really annoying. Like I'm really getting sick of that shit, bro. Like I'm tired of spending money for builds. I'm tired of spending money for shit. Like I ain't spent the dime on 2K probably in like 4 months, and I'm just like, I want to grind out another player, and I'm just like, man, I don't have the capacity to do that shit anymore.
So you just play like you build your own player and then you just play in like a regular season and like build them up, or you play like on the yard. Like, what do you do?
So on 2K, you make a build, you either could grind the player by like playing games, or you could spend VC to get your player to a certain overall, and then you grind them from there. 95 to 98% of the community makes a build, spends an extra $100 on VC, get your player to 85 overall, then you grind the rest to 99. But what happens is that you end up spending more than $100 because you got to buy animations, you got to buy clothes and shit like that. So you end up spending like a good 140 on a build, and then that's not even including the and like the attributes that you gotta buy once you like upgrade them to 99, or like as you upgrade them you're still buying VC essentially, or unless you play the story mode, or like, you know what I'm saying, you play through the seasons, you get the, you know, the little side quests and shit, so you can do it that way. But most people just buy fucking, like, most people will get 2K and spend $100 on 2K, get the little extra $100 VC. Then they'll put another 100 down, which give them like 500,000 VC, which is pretty much good for dinner, like two players.
Yeah.
So you'll end up spending like $300 on 2K, $400 for the year. I know motherfuckers that spend thousands of dollars on 2K for the year. And it's
That's
all on
crazy,
builds. And,
bro.
and that's not even talking like my team or no shit like that. That's literally just 2K. I mean,
Yeah.
literally just in my career. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like with Madden. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you ain't married, no kids, like, spend your bread the way you can, because
No, it be motherfuckers
but
married with kids
yeah,
doing
that's the
that.
crazy part, bro. Because I'm thinking like right now, like, nope, I ain't doing that.
Right,
I
it be
got other
motherfuckers
things to
married
do.
with kids, bro, that still do that. Or they may like, for example, like they might not do thousands, but they might do a couple builds, right? So if you do a couple builds, that's like an extra 200, maybe like 260. And you make you two builds, two or three builds that you don't mind playing with for the whole year. So like you may be
Yeah,
good, like you may make you a point guard build that you can play with your friends or whatever. Then you may make a big man build, that way you can kind of play with randoms or whatever. However the fuck you want to do it, no matter. Um, and that's kind of how you'll get through the year. Some people make 3 to 4 builds. I think last year I made 4 builds, but I think I only maxed out like 2 or 3. This year I've only made 2 builds. I'm done with both of them, and I'm kind of working on a third one, but that's gonna be no money spent. So that one is I'm just gonna play and just try to upgrade them, that which is possible, but again, I just don't have the mental capacity to just sit here and play the game all day. Like I just want to
yeah,
hop on and just play. But like a lot of games now, you have to pay to play as far as to compete and enjoy yourself. Because if you try to go out there with a 60 fucking overall and you playing against 99s, you're going to cook. You're going to get cooked and you're going to
yeah.
lose. Like
That's the part
no,
that sucks, because it's like you get these
yeah.
kids out here buying these games that can't afford to be doing that. They go out there and just get just trashed on, bro. And it's like,
Every single time. It is the most annoying shit in the world. And then motherfuckers, and it's literally almost with every game, bro. Like Call of Duty, you don't really got that problem because everything's cosmetics. Apex, the same thing, but you got to pay to get access to more characters, kinda. Madden is pay to play, but that's only because a lot of the community plays a lot of online modes. The only popular online mode in Madden for real is Ultimate Team, just like in FIFA,
mm,
right? Um, and you gotta spend money for them cards, and them cards are only good for that year. But people spend thousands of dollars on them cards. They do it
yeah,
every year with no regrets. Kind of
that's
what the
crazy.
gaming community has kind of gotten to at this point, man. And it's just like it makes, and also on top of that, the community as a whole, gaming community as a whole has gotten so like everybody is so thirsty to win games. Like there was a point in my when I was gaming as a kid where it didn't matter really. Like, of course you want to win, right? Who doesn't? But you're not gonna exploit and be like the most try hard player to win games. You just gonna play your play style, and whether it's football, basketball, whatever, Call of Duty, whatever. And if you win, you win. If not, whatever. Fuck it, bro. The average player is damn near like try hard now. So like the gaming standard, the gaming level of competition is heightened because everybody wants to be this like top tier comp. I could play in like a championship league type player, and they're just an average Joe like me and you. But these are the players that you got to play against day in and day out, and that shit gets annoying.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not too much into gaming like that. I mean, I play FIFA, I play Warzone 2, but that's pretty much my lane, and I just stay to my lane. And I know for FIFA, like, yeah, it's all about like the FUT where you just buy players and build your team and stuff, but that costs a lot of money. And
A lot of
that's why I
money.
stick mainly to Warzone because all you gonna buy
I
is
don't
just
blame you,
characters.
bro.
That's it.
That's it, bro. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. That shit is trash. So,
Yes, it is.
well,
Go ahead, hit that
how long we
outro.
recording? Oh man, thank you. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. This has been another lovely episode of the Good Cause Fellas podcast. I don't even think my brother said that in the beginning, but nevertheless,
You claim
I don't
every
really.
podcast that I don't say something, and then I go back the next day and listen to it, and I said that thing. Cause last time you're like, you didn't even say my name. Da, da, da. And the reason I actually went back, the reason I didn't say your name the last is because you interrupted me. I was like to it, and you said it. So yeah, I was gonna say it. But anyways, go ahead with your spill.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't act like that. Don't act like a kid. Anyway, oh, as I said, appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. This has been another lovely episode of the Good Call Fellas podcast, episode 15 in the books. I go by Tweez with my brother Will. If you watching us on YouTube, make sure you leave a like, share, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. If you're watching this, or my bad, if you're listening to this on Apple Music or Spotify, make sure that you leave a 5-star review and also, well, leave 5-star first and then leave a review. Yeah, I mean, that way we get to know what we doing right and what we doing wrong. Yeah, I think that's it. I can hear the rain now. It's funny, probably the storm is coming pretty soon. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's gonna be
before
crazy.
our power goes out, one of
Yeah,
us, we're
basically.
going to wrap this up. So, right, that shit. I can. Oh, it's getting worse. All right, y'all. I'ma holler at y'all until next time. Yeah,
Love for 3.
yeah.
Deuces.
Holla, holla, holla. Deuces.
Another
Yeah.
one.